What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. 2023, lots of races, lots of updates, a lot of things going on that it's going to be great. So first off, we have a RC drag race coming up in Tampa. If you go on our, well, not mine, but if you go on Tampa TNT Facebook page, the event is there. I'll also post it up in the video, a flyer, so you guys can see that right here. All right, so that's going on the 15th. I know this, hopefully I can get this video out before that, way before that. It's the 5th today? 4th today. So, but we got a lot of RC cars that we've been building. Update on the drag car, it's right behind me. The Carmageddon drag car, it's on the floor. I need to use the jack stands, but I had to move it, make some space. I put everything on that I have. Actually, I was just talking about it right now. So, the wing still needs to be mounted. I have to take it off, finish the aluminum inside the car. I'm not done with that. Once I'm done with the aluminum inside the car, I guess I can move on to a couple other things. I'm trying to figure out what I need to do before the body can come back off to do body work. But yeah, the sheet metal needs to be done. I need to put the windows on. I need to get the rods for the doors to put the tabs on for the windows. Get that taken care of so that works. Put a latch on that, get that taken care of, weld that, put a window up front, actually put the windows everywhere, especially the rear window. I need to get the curve and do that so I can cut the wing to the shape that it needs to be. So to take the curvature of the window. Once I do that, I can mount the wing, get it placed so it's even, so it's leveled. That's good. So I know that part is done with the body, and then I have to double check all these gaps, try to figure out how to finish to make that nice and smooth there. So window, front end, mount that perfect the way I need it to be mounted and unlatch it. Right now it's kind of tough. Once all of those million things get done, we can actually paint it. Well, do the body work, paint it, take the body off. I'm going to change some things on the cage to give me more room in there. It's a little tight. Something with the shifter I got to do too. Take the transmission out, get the transmission built so we can move the car. Once it's painted, put the body back on, do a couple things to the engine. I got to do a mid plate for the engine, or a front plate, whatever you want to call it. And brakes, brake lines, line lock, all those miscellaneous things. I can do that while we're doing the body work and get all that taken care of, do the wiring, redo that, figure out some changes. Of course, there's going to be changes while the car is painted, and it's going to suck, but just how it is. This is a big project, and I don't know what's going to work, what is going to work, and we're doing it out of the garage, so just me and my brain. But besides that, we got some new RC cars. I'm going to show you that right now. I don't know. So I have another 748, this one, a Serpent, and I wish Serpent really would just sponsor drag racing. I know they're big on road, but if they can just sponsor some drag racing and really put effort into, I mean, they're putting effort. They're building these cars for us as far as it goes. And that's it. We don't hear from them. So, and there's aftermarket companies building stuff for us and people. So that's pretty cool. So that one I got. That one has a pretty nice setup. This is so strong. It's just a prep car. And when I say prep, I mean, you'll see they're using bottles with basically glue to glue these cars to the ground to get some good numbers. So that's that one. This is my original one, 748. I think I put a TP motor on this. I don't know if I showed you guys last time. I'm trying this Castle stuff, not really into it. That one's actually moving pretty good. No gyro. They all need gyros, but I'm doing it without it right now. So, and then here's my ARC. I'm going to switch this to a 6S. Right now it's running the 2200 kV that I had in there. I put over here the Hobby Wing X-Ray Plus ESC, which is pretty good. I don't know why I didn't get another one of those. Anyway, great ESC. Great car. I broke something, but I'm going to add up, make that into a 6S. That's really great. I think this is just going to be a no prep car, but the prep really gets load, get these things moving. I'm trying to figure out, I'm not really too good with it, or maybe I'm not using the right prep, but usually when I do on these 8 scales, it just slingshots because it's got a solid rear axle technically on it, or spool, whatever you want to call it. It's got a spool, so in the rear and a one way up front. And then these tires are so big, if you don't get enough on it, it's just going to pull whichever way has more grip. So there's that. And then here's another car I just got. Front wheel drive class is growing. So Serpent again. I'm running Serpent X20 front wheel drive car. Got rid of the X20 all-wheel drive, the one I was doing for touring. I just wasn't doing anything with touring on-road racing. It just takes too much time. I don't have that much time for that. Got a lot more time drag racing. That's what I'm into. So I'm just going to run, just to figure this stuff out, Trinity motor and Hobby Wing ESC that I have, that it's always worked with these high KV motor, or low turn motors, I guess you want to talk about that way. But I did put a 6400 on this ESC and it worked fine. So it works great. This is just going to be a 2S class, no prep. Sometimes they run prep, but Serpent makes this car. It's a nice car. It's basically the on-road car, but a lot of guys are using like Express, Tamiya. They're converting some street limiter cars, I guess, over, but that's like a bigger version of this. Either way, it's a cool class, front wheel drive. Gonna try to figure it out. Really, the fastest ones are like 2.5. Some guy posted 2.0. No, really, I think he just posted a time or whatever. But anyway, that's gonna be fun. Not the quickest class, but it will. It's gonna take time, but it's a fun class, and a lot of people are growing. Another class I wanted to do is this class, the GT class. So you guys did see the other video with the Cobra over there, the ready to run. I wasn't really too a fan of it. I'm gonna keep it. We'll figure out what to do with that. But I ended up doing a GT WC car with the long wheelbase kit. So this is not the long wheelbase car. I do have the kit. I already got it from Serpent. So we're gonna build this with that kit just to give it that extra length. And we're gonna try to drag race this car against the Haboa GTs or VTE and the Armas. I know those guys are killing it now, but I don't wanna do the same thing everybody else is doing. That's what keeps this channel going. So this is a great on-road car. I've seen so much performance on it. I don't really see too many people drag race it. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe it's terrible. So we'll see, but we're gonna try it. All right, guys, there it is. Serpent GTE long wheelbase conversion. I already ran it. It was sliding at the other location. Upgraded to bigger, thicker axles. The only thing I need to find is a drive shaft a little thicker, but we're gonna try it. It's just a 6S, 2200 kV Castle motor, max 8 ESC, so it only goes up to 6S. So it's good to test. We're out here. This is where we're gonna be racing for next weekend. So I'll definitely get this video out before then. January 15th, Tampa TNT Winter Nationals, RC Winter Nationals. We're gonna have it here, just be all cleaned out. It's gonna be a good event. The weather's gonna be cool in Florida, so it's gonna be nice. We're gonna test out the GTE on some prep and see what happens.